Evan Mobley's rise in the NBA has been one of the most intriguing storylines in recent years. Since being drafted 3rd overall in the 2021 NBA draft by the Cleveland Cavaliers, he has quickly established himself as one of the league's most promising young big men. His development has been driven by his elite defensive instinct, versatility on both ends of the floor, and a skill set that suggests he could be the future face of the Cavaliers. Mobley was a 5-star recruit coming out of Rancho Christian School in California, widely regarded as one of the best prospects in his class. In his junior year, he averaged 19.2 points, 10.4 rebounds, and 4.7 blocks per game. His performances earned him the California Gatorade Player of the Year. In his senior year, his stats improved to 20.5 points, 12.2 rebounds, and 5.2 blocks per game. He was even averaging 4.6 assists. He repeated as the California Gatorade Player of the Year, joining Drew Holiday as the award's only 2-time winners. Additionally, he was named the Morgan Woon National Player of the Year. Because of these performances, he was one of the top 3 players in the 2020 recruiting class, and at one point he was even ahead of Cade Cunningham. On August 5th, 2019, he committed to play college basketball for USC over offers from UCLA and Washington, among other major NCAA Division I programs. Mobley became one of the highest ranked players to join the program. Choosing to play under head coach Andy Enfield at the University of Southern California, Mobley made an immediate impact. In his debut game on November 25th, 2020, he scored 21 points and grabbed 9 rebounds in a 95-87 overtime win against the California Baptists. On March 11th, 2021, at the Pac-12 tournament quarterfinals, he posted a career-high 26 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 blocks in a 91-85 double-time overtime victory over Utah. As a freshman, he was averaging 16.4 points, 8.7 rebounds, 2.8 blocks, and 2.4 assists per game. Mobley was named the Pac-12 Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and Freshman of the Year. Mobley became the second player from a major conference to sweep the trio of awards: Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and Freshman of the Year, with the first player to have done this being Anthony Davis in 2012. On April 16th, 2021, Mobley declared for the 2021 NBA draft, foregoing his remaining college eligibility. Mobley was seen by many as the second best prospect in the 2021 NBA draft behind Cade Cunningham. Well, he ended up being selected 3rd overall in the 2021 NBA draft by the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs drafted Mobley to pair him with Jared Allen in what would become one of the NBA's best defensive frontcourts. Right away, his defensive impact was undeniable. He helped the Cavs become an elite defensive team. Mobley's ability to guard multiple positions, protect the rim, and disrupt passing lanes made him a game changer. His defensive versatility allowed Cleveland to build a strong identity around him. Now they could use multiple various defensive schemes, making them a super difficult team to play against. Mobley averaged 1.7 blocks per game, leading all rookies in that category. His outstanding performances earned him a spot on the NBA All-Rookie First Team. Mobley ended up finishing as the runner-up in the Rookie of the Year race, narrowly missing the top spot by 15 points, the smallest margin since the awards voting format began in 2002-2003. His rookie season showed just why he was so highly spoken about during the draft. He was a player that was mature way beyond his years, someone who has the ability to become a future Defensive Player of the Year. With him and Allen, the Cavs knew they had the foundation for future success. By his second season, Mobley had already made a name for himself as one of the NBA's best defenders. He was the runner-up for the Defensive Player of the Year in 2023. He finished 3rd in the voting behind Jaren Jackson Jr. and Brook Lopez. He led the league in defensive win shares and became the youngest all-defensive first-team selection in NBA history at 21 years and 295 days old. Only Kobe Bryant had achieved this honor at a younger age, beating Mobley by 71 days during the 1999-2000 season. Mobley's combination of lateral quickness, rim protection, and switchability drew comparisons to great modern defenders like Kevin Garnett and Anthony Davis. Kevin Garnett had actually spoken very highly of Mobley, stating that Mobley does remind him of himself. The skills are certainly there. Mobley just needs to match the meanness and tenacity that Garnett used to play with. In that 2023 season, Mobley averaged 1.5 blocks per game, ranking among the league leaders again. He also averaged 9 rebounds per game. Having someone that can pretty much guard 1 through 5 while being super intelligent in disrupting passing lanes is incredible. This is a guy that 1 second can be defending a center, then the next second be perfectly fine defending a shifty guard all by himself. This is why his advanced stats continue to creep up across the board, from player efficiency rating to win shares per minute to true shooting percentage. He is by far and away one of the most impactful defenders in the league. While Mobley has already made his mark as a defensive star, his offensive game is still evolving. He is now beginning to show a soft touch around the rim, good passing instincts, improved post moves, and a growing mid-range game. Having said that, his three-point shooting still remains a work in progress, and many believe his leap to superstardom hinges on expanding that part of his game. It is an area that he is actively working on though. Mobley is now taking 3.3 three-point attempts per 36 minutes, up from the 1.4 in each of his first 3 years. Even without a reliable three, he was dominating in the playoffs. On May 10th, 2024, in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals, Mobley scored a then playoff career high 21 points, along with 10 rebounds and a playoff career high 5 assists in a win against the Celtics. Even though the Cavs lost the series in 5 games, Mobley put up 33 points in the closeout loss. This was a great sign of progress for Cavs fans because it showed that Mobley has the potential to get so much better offensively. We have seen it already in the 2025 season where he scored a career high 41 points on 16 of 23 shooting and 6 of 8 from 3 in a win over the Hornets. He then became the second NBA player under the age of 25, after Kevin Durant, to record 40 plus points, 10 plus rebounds, 3 plus blocks, and 5 plus 3-pointers made in a game. These kind of numbers are why he was named as a reserve for the All-Star game. He's en route to a career high 19 points per game on a career most 12.7 shots, 9 rebounds, and 1.4 blocks this season. He has made the opponents take notice that he is indeed a bigger, tougher version of his former self. Mobley got a little stronger, a little bigger, Oklahoma City big man Isaiah Hartenstein said after facing Mobley. That's how you know you're getting better, when even your opponents are noticing your progress. While there are clearly many similarities between Mobley and Kevin Garnett, I also see a lot of similarities between Mobley and Al Horford, another big that was coached by Kenny Atkinson. In Atkinson's last season with the Hawks, the 2015-2016 season, Horford jumped from barely shooting 1 3 per game to attempting 3.1 per game. Funny enough, from that point on, Horford never stopped shooting threes, consistently averaging 5 or more threes each season. We are now seeing a similar development in Mobley. In a match against Indiana, Mobley made 3 of the 4 threes he attempted, giving him 105 three-point attempts in 37 games, more attempts than in any of his first 3 years. It's a great sign for Cavs fans. Mobley adding a three-point shot to his repertoire will make it much easier for him and Allen to coexist in the Cavs starting lineup, because Allen is a 6'10" center who does not shoot threes. The long-held theory was playing 2 non-shooting bigs together would suffocate the Cavs' floor spacing, which is paramount for success in the modern NBA offense. And this isn't just a theory, it was proven in previous playoff matches and even in some regular season games. Mobley and Allen together takes away the space for Garland and Mitchell to attack the basket. Opposing defenses need to respect Mobley's three-point shot enough to send a defender out to him on the perimeter. You see the new offensive system working, with the Cavs now having the league's top-rated offense and shooting a better percentage from 3 than anyone else in the league. This is because they play much differently under Atkinson than they did under Bickerstaff. Atkinson uses Mobley like a point forward. He puts the ball in Mobley's hands much more often at the start of possession and incorporates cutting and screenings away from the ball so that Mobley has options to pass to. This not only helps Mobley get better offensively, but it creates a fluid attacking style that isn't reliant on Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland to score all the points. If Mobley can continue to be this good shooting from 3 and get even better, then the Cavs offense, it's going to be unstoppable. At just 22 years old, Mobley has already established himself as one of the NBA's best young big men. Honestly, I'd go even further. He's one of the best young stars in the league. As the Cavs continue to build around Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, and Jarrett Allen, Mobley's growth, especially on the offensive end, will dictate Cleveland's ceiling as a true contender in the Eastern Conference. With an elite defense already in his bag, a stronger offensive game could make Evan Mobley a perennial All-NBA player and the franchise cornerstone that the Cavaliers need. The good thing is that the supporting cast around Evan Mobley is fantastic. To see just how good the Cleveland Cavaliers are under Kenny Atkinson, you have to check out this video right here.